Thank you for taking on the website category. This year is going to be a little bit up in the air. I'm not sure how it's going to play out because National History Day changed from the Weebly platform to their own in-house platform, which is I believe it's called NHD Web Creator. There have been problems with these people getting comfortable with it. So just be aware that the students are probably going to be a bit frustrated. It's not as intuitive as Weebly. As the regional coordinator, I've been given a lot of questions that I don't necessarily have the answer to that I've had to send up the chain. So it's going to look a little different than it has in the past if you've judged in the past. The participants may be a little frustrated and some of the comments that you might have might include things like the formatting might be a little off. My students that are participating had problems getting the titles to shrink down so that they fit all within the header. So just be aware of that. It doesn't mean that you have to judge it any differently. Just be aware that when you provide your feedback, that some of it might be based on that new web creator. Be aware of that when you're talking to the students in their meetings as well. Website rules. They have to be constructed within that editor. Credits have to be given within the site and cited in the annotated bibliography. They can only have 1,200 visible student-composed words. Coding is different, so anything that's in the background doesn't count towards the word count. Primary sources, quoted secondary sources, those are not student-composed words. Those don't count as well. Pages need to be connected with hyperlinks, which means you have to be able to click to get to not necessarily every page, but you should be able to get back to at least the home page. There shouldn't be any sort of hidden pages, that kind of thing. The website shouldn't be auto-redirecting you anywhere. The students get to have up to 4 minutes of audio file, video file combined, meaning that it could be 4 minutes total. So it could be 10-second clips, or it could be 1 4-minute clip. They can spread that 4 minutes out really however they want, but they get no more than 4 total minutes. If a song or video starts playing when you open up a page, that counts towards the minutes. So if they have a sort of tune playing in the background, that does count towards the 4 minutes worth of audio clip or video clip. They can record themselves as part of that 4 minutes. Reading a primary source for dramatic effect, but it can only be they can't really add any sort of narration, or they can't read a paper, that kind of thing. They cannot embed material from other websites, so they shouldn't have a YouTube video embedded into a website. They shouldn't redirect you to another page. Everything has to be within the website itself. The only possible exception that I make is the annotated bibliography of process papers. Sometimes they're made through Google Docs. I'm okay with them uploading that kind of document into that, as long as they have a place where you can download the actual file for the paper, or the annotated bib. That gets a little complicated sometimes. So I've been trying to work with the teachers to help them to understand they need to have that actually on the website. Quotes and visual sources need to be credited. This is a short, brief credit. It should just have the person's name or a description of the image, the year, and the database they pulled it from. Websites will be locked down March 6th. So there is a week window where websites will be able to be judged without having to be in the room evaluating the project with the student. It gives you a little bit more time to really dive into it. The annotated bibliographies of process papers have to be on the website itself. So they should not be bringing any paperwork to you on the day of the competition. This is what one of the home pages is going to look like. Obviously, the background picture is going to be different. Home page here will be the title of their page. The only thing that should be on the home page is the name of the participants. If it's a group project, multiple names, their entry title, which would probably be similar to the homepage section. The division, which would be junior division for the middle school, senior division for the high schools, number of student composed words on the project to give you a rough idea of how many are there, and the number of words that are in their process paper, which is going to have its own section. I think that's about it for the website. So if you have any questions, please let me know about that. Again, the only disqualifiers are plagiarism and tampering with another project. And please consider the major and minor infractions when you're ranking the websites for your final selections.